This is Cyberpunk 2077 running on a 3.6 gigahertz Intel Core i9 9900K with 64 gigs of RAM and a 4 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. So our main goal here is to find out if a 1050 Ti, under the best case scenario, can run Cyberpunk 2077. The card's completely unleashed in this build. There's nothing holding it back. It's 100% not bottlenecked, and it's running it, but not very well. So we're sitting at what I consider to be sub-lowest settings. So we've got it on the lowest setting, and then I had to turn it down to 1600 by 900 to get some kind of basic smooth gameplay. Let's take a look at... Sometimes... Where the heck is it? Sometimes VSync can help at lower frame rates like this, I've found. Let's turn it on, just to see. We're not even hitting 60, so let's leave it at that. And, yeah, let's mess around with it a little. So this is, I mean, I guess we all have our own definitions of playable. Personally, I generally consider smooth gameplay, which this is close. It's not horrible. It's not super jaggy, unplayable. I know a lot of people like 60 FPS. I'm really more concerned with, is it generally smooth? Playable is... Again, everybody has their own viewpoint on that. But I want 1080p resolution. If it can't hit smooth at 1080p, I consider it unplayable. So, by my own standard, this is unplayable. But some people are willing to turn this stuff down really low and really push the limits. So, I'll let viewers decide on that. I'm just here to play the game. So let's get to it, have some fun, and see what it does.
Wakaka Wakata, the Lady of Westbrook Estate.
When you find a moment, come see me. We must settle our accounts for Sandra Dorset. You did quite well. You and that friend of yours. Until then.
hosting or purchasing a niche for yourself or a loved one? Get in touch with administration at North Oak, Colorado.
Heard you're home. Already? Sure got that ear to the ground.
Siempre. Anyway, you'll need something. You know where to find me.
Hey, listen, maybe like...
My lawyer's gonna go data crash on your ass! You hear me? He'll run you out of biz!
Would you be so kind as to give me your lawyer's contact information?
Fuck you, Cirque Brain!
Thank you. Processing data now. Please wait. Thank you. Processing data now. Please wait.
Hey, Del.
Hello, sir or madam. How can I be of service?
Hey! He was Austin night.
What's got into you, Del? Don't recognize me? You sent me a message saying I should come in about the accident.
You are currently speaking to a Delamain network subroutine. Alas, my operational capabilities are limited. Could you please clearly recite your incident report number?
Who?
77-011-01096.
Incident report on file. Confirmed.
96 at the end. Public enemy. Government target.
Your identity has been established. Mr. Hans Jonas, what phrase would best describe your experience of incident number 771111101096? Mr. Hans Jonas.
Actually a little heartbroken about my damaged ride, but I'd rather talk to the real Delamain if I can.
V. My apologies if the receptionist was a bother. I'm preoccupied with the crisis that is ongoing, and I simply cannot oversee everything. I've taken the liberty of transferring a settlement to your account to compensate for the damage done.
Special treatment.
Would you mind if we spoke elsewhere?
No. You.
Sure, let's talk.
Then please, follow the drone. I'm fully aware customer service is less than satisfactory at the moment. Perhaps a guided tour will prove some form of compensation. This corridor links the shop to the office. And here is where the magic happens. The shop is fully automated. I'm pondering broadening my portfolio to include repair services. Alas, the shop is currently overwhelmed with work.
Think I know why.
I'm still looking into the cause of the Delamain network vehicle failures. My working hypothesis is an advanced virus. I must resolve the situation quickly. This sudden rise in incidents is proving costly, aside from drawing unwanted attention to the company. The control room. I feel honored to have you here. Rather, surprisingly.
All these lights, what are they for?
That's what I wish to discuss with you. A green light denotes a vehicle with which I am in contact. As you can see, that is no longer the case for some vehicles. Those are the red lights.
Repair drones can't take care of this?
This time, I fear, human intervention is required. I'm aware you offer a broad range of services and are unusually discreet. Thus, I'd like you to assist me in recovering my missing vehicles.
Okay, sure. I'll go after your missing wheels.
I'm pleased to hear it. I shall send you the coordinates of their last known locations. You must simply deactivate each. I'll then re-establish the link and return them to my garage.
See what I can do.
Delamain vehicles are exceptionally secure. Be sure to have a scanner with decryption capability on your person.
Thank you. Processing data now. Please wait.
Take this, you corporal bastard!
ライト視点最新情報は深夜の N54 ニュース。
All right, you got it. I got it.
Recuerda que existe libertad pacífica que permanece fuera de la jurisdicción del gobierno. No debe escapar ante ningún concepto.
Okay, so that should give everybody a pretty good idea of what to expect with the 1050 Ti paired with a high-end build. My recommendation in this case, I mean, again, it's subjective. It's playable, not gorgeous, not even pretty, but playable. I would say with the 1050 Ti, there's a few specifics about the card that drive its value up. One of them is that most, if not all of these cards can run without a high-end power supply. In fact, these will run your average Dell or HP, just your random workstation. You can throw one of these in and get this kind of performance, you know, right off. That level of flexibility does drive the value of the card up compared to, say, a GTX 970 or 980, which are more powerful, but also have more requirements. I would tend to say anybody with a system in this kind of performance range that we're looking at here, you've already got a power supply that can run it. I mean, at the very least, you shouldn't be running a 9900K if you don't have a power supply that can run something like a 980, 980 Ti, 970, something like that. My recommendation would be anyone looking to run a game like this, with the current market value of a 1050 Ti being somewhere in the $200 neighborhood, it's a waste of your money for games like this. You'd be better off with a 980, 980 Ti, or a 1060, which probably should be able to be had for the same if you watch for a deal as a 1050 Ti, maybe a little more, 50, 60 bucks more, but it would be $50 or $60 very well spent. So, yeah, just my thoughts on the card. It's not a bad card if you can get it at the right price. I wouldn't recommend paying more than the $150 I did for one. I know market is 200 right now, but you know, it's just such a crappy situation. This should be like a $75 card, maybe less in 2021. It's really frustrating. In any case, hope everybody finds this interesting and informative, and thanks for watching the video.